Are the Vancouver Canucks on the verge of a significant shift in their defensive lineup? As rumors swirl about a potential departure, fans are left wondering how this could impact the team's playoff aspirations. With a solid performance last season and a critical role in the lineup, this player's future is uncertain, and it could reshape the Canucks as we know them. Stay tuned, because you won't want to miss what's happening next. The Vancouver Canucks made a big move recently by trading Marcus Pettersson, a left-shot defenseman who brings solid puck-moving skills and a strong defensive presence. This trade might signal the end of Carson Soucy's time in Vancouver, and as a passionate fan, I can't help but feel a mix of emotions about this potential shift. Soucy was brought in during the 2023 NHL free agency, with the goal of adding depth to the defensive lineup, and he certainly showed his worth with the Seattle Kraken. He played a crucial role in their run to the playoffs, proving himself as a legitimate shot-blocking defender who uses his size effectively in crucial moments. However, with Pettersson joining the squad and the left side of the defense getting crowded, it raises the question, where does that leave Soucy? Now, let's talk about the Winnipeg Jets. They're sitting pretty as serious contenders for the Stanley Cup this season. With 81 points already in the bag, they're looking to bolster their depth on defense before the 2025 trade deadline. Although Soucy shoots left, which isn't their primary need, his size and defensive prowess could still add significant value to their blue line. The Jets are already one of the best defensive units in the league, and bringing in a player like Soucy could enhance their ability to prevent scoring chances, especially in front of a goaltender like Connor Hellebuyck. But what about the Calgary Flames? They're right on the heels of the Canucks in the playoff race, which complicates things. It would be tough for Vancouver to trade Soucy to a direct competitor, but with his no-trade clause, he holds a lot of power in this situation. Calgary has a young and intriguing roster, and they could certainly use Soucy's experience and playoff grit to help their young players develop. Add in the fact that he's from Alberta, and it's not hard to see why he might consider waiving that clause to join the Flames. So here's where I stand on all of this. I'm honestly torn. On one hand, trading Soucy could help the Canucks solidify their lineup for years to come, but on the other, he's exactly the type of player who can shine in the playoffs and make a difference. Do you think this was the best decision? I want to hear your opinions down below. As we look ahead, these strategic moves have the potential to shape the future of the Canucks. We're all dreaming of that elusive cup, and every decision counts. The stakes couldn't be higher, and our emotions are intertwined with every trade rumor and deadline decision. The Vancouver Canucks have found themselves in a unique position following the trade of JT Miller to the New York Rangers. For the first time in a while, there's room under the salary cap, and the options are plentiful. The management has several pathways they can take. They could target a big-name star, acquire an additional asset via trade, or go after undervalued players at a low cost. In my opinion, the latter is the most intriguing approach. We've got a list of 10 players who could be fantastic low-risk acquisitions. Each player has been categorized into 3 groups based on their contract status: rentals, term players, and restricted free agents. Let's dive into these potential targets. Starting with rentals, there's Alex Kerfoot from Utah HC. This guy's speed is notable, and he's had a bit of bad luck this season, which might make him available for a low price. His versatility allows him to play both center and wing, and he could be a solid addition to our lineup. Then we have Christian Dvorak, who's finally healthy but hasn't translated that into points yet. His face-off skills and foot speed could really bolster our team. Marcus Johansson is another intriguing name. His production has dipped, but he still has that burst of speed we could use on the ice. I imagine he could be a bargain, especially if Minnesota is looking to free up cap space. And how about Sean Kuraly? If we need a physical presence in our bottom 6, Kuraly fits the bill perfectly. He's a hard worker, and his physicality would add depth, though we'd need to see if we can navigate his no-trade clause. Now, let's talk about players with term. Lawson Crouse stands out as a player who's been unfortunate this season. He's got size and strength, and acquiring him could mean betting on a turnaround. Jean-Gabriel Pageau is another name that excites me. He's playing his way back to form and could be a valuable asset for us. His face-off prowess is something we desperately need. Colton Sissons is a solid contributor, and he's got that physicality to match. He's having a tough season, but so have many players on the Predators. He could bounce back and provide the depth we need. And Alexei Toropchenko, with his size and speed, is a tantalizing option. If he can find his scoring touch, he could be a hidden gem. Lastly, we have restricted free agents like Matias Maccelli and Rasmus Kupari. Maccelli has immense offensive upside, despite his struggles this season, and acquiring him might be a low-risk, high-reward scenario. Kupari's speed and physicality fit the Canucks' style, and he's worth a look, especially at his current contract. So with all these options at their disposal, what's the best route for the Canucks? Honestly, I'm torn. There's potential in all these players, but the risk of taking on a contract that doesn't pan out is real. And you, what do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. Which player from this list do you believe could help propel the Canucks forward? Don't forget to activate the notification bell to get all the latest updates. Like, share, and subscribe to stay engaged with our journey. Let's keep the debate alive.